Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss how to do the servlet programming with the help of Eclipse software. So as a first and foremost step, we have to open the Eclipse IDE. So let us open. Yes, it is opening. So after opening, we have to do file. In that file we have to get into new project. Yes, it is opening. Let us do it. File, new project. So in that new project we have to choose web, and in that web we have to choose the dynamic web project. Now we have to give the project name. Let us give it as my servlet demo. So we have to give the server name. If the server is not yet installed, it will ask for installation. We can browse it and we can choose the installation process. After installation, we have to give the finish. Now the my servlet demo has been created successfully. So the step we have done is file, a new, and then project. After that, we have to choose web, and then we have to choose a dynamic web project. So this is what the second step we have to do. In the meantime, if the server is not installed, we have to install. If it is installed, then it's no problem. The server installation has to be taken place. So now we have to open it and let us get into src main Java. We have to right click the src main Java, and again we have to choose new, and we have to get into the file. Here we are going to create the servlet file. Let us give the same name, my servlet demo.java. Yes, my servlet demo.java file has been created successfully. I repeat, in that project you have to get into src main. We have to right click the src main, and we have to get into the new, we have to get into the file. So the step we have done is, the third step is open the project, right click src slash main slash java. After right click we have to get into new file. We have to give our new file name. Let us give it as my servlet demo dot java. So we have to do three process. One is creating the Java file, second one is creating HTML file, a third one is creating XML file. The purpose of HTML file is to give you the front end, that is at the client side the front end will be your HTML. The backend process will be carried out by your servlet program, that is your servlet Java program. And the purpose of XML file is used to map. In order to perform the mapping process, we are in need of XML file. So let us give the code for my servlet demo.java. So this is what the code we have to do in my servlet demo.java. The first thing is we have to import java.io.star. The second step is we have to import the servlet package, that is import javax.servlet.star. The third thing we have to do is we have to import the HTTP package that is available in import javax.servlet.http.star. So after importing the packages, the thing we have to do is we have to extend the HTTP class in order to create the HTTP server. So public class, our own class name, that is my servlet demo is our user defined class name. We have to extend this class, we have to inherit this class to the base class, that is HTTP server. So in order to inherit the HTTP servlet class, we have imported the package HTTP and our own variable, that is string object. The my MSG is the string object. So as it is accessible within the my servlet demo class, I have given the access specifier as private. So in the life cycle of the servlet, we have discussed the various life stages of the servlet. So one of the life state is init of. So in the initialization process, there is public void init of. The init of will throw the servlet exception. The possibility for the exception here is servlet exception. So we are going to throw the servlet exception, throw servlet exception. And in that message, we are giving the simple message that is hello world. And in order to get the request, we can either use doGet method or doPost method, that is our own choice. We have seen what is the difference between get and post. If it is the get, the request will be concatenated in the address bar itself. If it is a post method, the request will be sent to the server in the separate tunnel. So public void do get of HTTP servlet request, request object and response object. These are all the two parameters which we have to give in do get method. And after that we have to throw the servlet exception and IO exception. These are all the possible exceptions that may be caught in do get method. After that we have to give response object, the response object dot set content type of text bar HTML, which means that we are going to give the response to the client in the form of HTML itself. So that we have to set the content type which is of type text bar HTML. After that, in order to write the message on our content, we have to create the object for print writer. So print writer object name equal to response dot get writer of. After that, with the help of print writer object out dot println of, we are going to display the message, that is the hello world message. And finally public void destroy of, which will called when the servlet ends its life cycle. So this is what the code of a servlet. After that, so we have to give the code for servlet. The fifth step, creation of HTML file. So let us create the HTML file. In order to create the HTML file, so we have to go to the SRC. Here there are two SRCs. The second SRC, we have to click the second SRC, and then we have to click the main, and we have to right click the web app. We have to right click the web app folder, and we have to get into new, again file. Here let us give the name as something index.html. So let us give finish. Yes, the HTML file is created successfully. So now we have to give the HTML code here. So this is the HTML code. The HTML head title, let us give something title as beginners book servlet demo, and then in that body we have to give the anchor tag, that is welcome. When you click the message click to call servlet, the welcome will be called. Now we have to map this welcome to the my servlet demo. The keyword, this is the word we have given. The word welcome has to be mapped with my servlet demo.java. Then only when you click the click to call servlet, it will call the my servlet demo.java. In order to perform that mapping, we are in need of XML file. Okay. So let us give the name. Let us change the name. Welcome to servlet. Let us give the name like this also. Okay. So now we have to create the XML file. Let us have it, creation of HTML file. The sixth step is creation of XML file. The XML file can be created by right clicking the web-inf folder. Right click the web-inf and get into new, again file. Let us give the file name as web.xml. I think now the XML file is created. Right, the XML file is created. So in the web.xml file, we have to write this code, that is web app. This is the source folder. In the web app tag, that is within the open and close tag of web app, we can give the display name as welcome to servlet and welcome file list. In that welcome file list, we have to mention various files that are to be available. Here the index.html is the only file that is enough. So other than the other files are no need. You may give or you may not give, that's not a problem. Welcome file index.html, this is the file we have created. After that, within the servlet tag, we have to give my http servlet demo to my servlet demo. That is, the HTTP servlet demo is mapped with my servlet demo, and then in turn the my HTTP servlet demo is mapped with the URL welcome. So which means that the word welcome is mapped with my servlet demo. The word welcome, which is given here. Now the word welcome is mapped with my servlet demo, which is the name of our servlet program. So this mapping process, in order to perform this mapping process, we are in need of XML file. So after that, let us perform save all and get into run. Let us run the program. Okay. The servlets, that is the server, are stopped. So let us manually define the server. Let us choose the server Tomcat v8.0. Sometimes the existing server will be in the running state. It won't create the problem. If the servers are stopped, we have to manually define the server. That's we can perform that also. Let us give finish. Now the server is running. Yes, it is running. Yes, the program is executing. The click to call server, this is the client page. When you click this message, in the href tag we have given the keyword welcome. In turn, the welcome will mapped with myservletdemo.java through the XML file. The myservletdemo.java will be called and the message will be printed. Let us click it. When you click, it shows the error. So we have to find out what is the error. So it shows the error. Let us rebuild it. Next we have to, I think we didn't have give the next without giving the next, we have given the finish directly. So configured, we have to give servlet demo and then let us give finish. Okay, now let us give click to call servlet. Now the message hello world is executed successfully. So when it shows you some error, then no need to get panic. So let us restart it. When you restart it, it will ask without giving the finish directly, you can give the set of all next, and you can choose the particular servlet.java file, and then you can start the execution. So it will execute successfully. So I think you may get the idea of creating the servlet program through the Eclipse IDE. Thank you. So for more details, I have to say something reference. You can refer Java T Point, Java Tutorial Point, or Beginner's Book. These are all the websites I use it to refer. You people may also use it to refer those sites. Thank you.